Okay, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna talk about a problem that I had while building this application. So this application is like so I created my own token, my own ERC20 token here. I'll explain to you everything that the code does in the next video, okay? I'm just gonna talk to you about a problem that I had that it took me a bit of time to understand, okay? So I create my own token here. I created a faucet because I wanted to know what's a faucet. So basically this is just like an address that I'm gonna send all the tokens I get from here. So this goes to the owner, which is me, and then I transfer everything to the faucet. And I also got a front end. So in the front end, when you land to the front end page, you're gonna request some funds. This faucet smart contract is gonna send you some of my discover Pattaya coins, and then when you have enough coins, you could come here and book a scuba diving experience. Okay, so this was so I wanted to build like an online shop, and I was wondering like how I could receive some transaction. But I'll show you like where I had some problem for like 2 days. Okay, so here in the remix IDE, it's exactly the same code. Okay, exactly the same code. I'm gonna start by deploying oh, this is okay. It's a different coin I created, but I think it's pretty much the same. So let's deploy. Let's call this one is called chicken fried rice token. Chicken fried rice token, and the symbol is chicken fried rice token. Okay, so I just want to show you what kind of problem I had, because this was like a big headache and I couldn't find I couldn't find any information on the internet. So the owner of this contract is all the contract, the test for address is here is gonna be the owner. Okay, so deploy this one, and then I'll have to deploy I'll wait for it to complete. In the next video I'll show you how to deploy this with hard hat. I also created a front end that you could go and interact with it, but for now I just want to show you what kind of problem I had. Okay, so I have to take the address of this to deploy the faucet. So I deploy the faucet with the same wallet, same account, test4. Okay, go here, and also the smart contract, deploy. Yeah, this is the parameter it takes. Oh, insufficient funds, no way. Okay, hold on one second. Wow, that sucks. Okay, you know what? I'll just go to another. Okay, what about this one? Okay, hopefully this one has enough. Let me go back to token contract, chicken fried rice token, chicken fried rice token. So I'll wait for this one to complete, and then in the faucet I'll pass in this address. And same thing with this smart contract. Okay, I'll show you where I had the problem. Okay, so from the token smart contract, I'm gonna send some coins to this faucet. Okay, I'm gonna take oh, did it deploy or not yet? I'm gonna take the address of this faucet. Okay, just deployed. I'm gonna send him some token. Okay, so transfer to this address. I'm gonna transfer like 50 million. Okay, so 50, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, This transfer function, you just put whoever you want to send it to and you put the amount and it works, okay? So I confirm this. I'll copy this address and then we'll see balance of, we'll see when it receives it, it should say here like 50 million, okay? It used to be a lot faster. I don't know why it's taking so long. But oh man, I hope I have enough of this. Let's see. Okay, so now if I check the balance of the faucet, so the faucet has 50 million of my custom ERC token, okay? So I'll switch account. So this was test 2. I go to test 3. Okay, I'm gonna add the token so you can see that, you can see it appear in my wallet, okay? I already did some tests here, but so look, I'll put the address of the token here, chicken fried rice token. See, I got 0 right now, okay? So you go to the faucet and you click transfer funds, okay? You click transfer funds, this thing pops up, you say okay. So it's supposed to be 1,000. It gives me 1,000 every time, which is more than enough than what I need to do. So once I receive this here, come on. Okay. Pending. Man, why does it take? Oh, it used to be so much faster. I don't know what's going on. But okay, so you see here I got 1,000, okay? So this is the problem I had. So now what I want to do is I want to give some token. What was the price of a chicken? So I give this guy some some of my tokens, and he's supposed to give me back some chicken, okay? So the price of a chicken is 100 and I got 1,000 here. So look at the function here. You're supposed to use transfer from here, okay? Transfer from Msg.sender, which is supposed to be whoever is calling this function, okay? This is what I understood in the beginning. So in the beginning I thought this Msg.sender was always the wallet calling the functions, okay? But you're gonna see that this is not true, okay? So what this sell chicken function doing, you put the amount of chicken you want to buy, it calculates how much you have to pay, and if you have enough, it transfers from your account, which is supposed to be Msg.sender, to this smart contract, okay? Address this, and the amount is the price of a chicken times how many you want, okay? And the rest is just a mapping that I keep track of how many chickens you bought, okay? This two part is not that important, okay? So look at this part, okay? Token that transfer from. So I have enough funds. I have 1,000 token here. But when I'm gonna click, when I click, let me go to the smart contract, sell chicken. Let's say I want to buy 1 chicken. This is what happens. Insufficient allowance, okay? Insufficient allowance. So after for trying like 2 days maybe. So what happens, okay? If you wanna use transfer from, you have to approve. So the approve function has to be called. But if you just use transfer from, it doesn't do it automatically. I don't know why. You have to manually approve the smart contract to take your coins. So let me show you the backend. You're gonna understand what I mean, okay? You're gonna understand what I mean. So this is exactly the same one I created, but it was like I think it's this one. Hold on. Was it this? npm start. Or is it this one? Let's see. Was it this one? I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. Compiled successfully. What doesn't show anything? Does not show anything. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys. Cannot properties undefined. Cannot read properties of undefined. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it in the next video and show you with the front end. I don't know why it's not working now. It was working a few minutes ago. So my problem was, so you think that when you click here and because you have your wallet connected, so you think that it's you sending your token directly to do smart contract, but apparently that's not what is happening. When you use transfer from, what's happening is that this smart contract is kind of asking you, hey, well actually it's the smart contract of the token that asking you, hey, this guy wants some of your tokens. Sorry, it's saying, hey, this guy wants some of your tokens. How many of your tokens do you want to give to this guy? And so I'll show you what I mean. Okay, it's called approve. The function to approve how much you want to the function to like approve how much coin you want to give to this contract is the approve contract. I'll show you here. It's this one, approve. This is the ERC. It's the same thing. Approve, and the allowance is how much this this whoever here allowed this other guy to have. Okay, you're gonna understand what I mean. I'll show you right now. So if I try to buy again, this guy is gonna tell me insufficient allowance. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go to your token contract, and in this place where it says approve, you have to put the address of whoever you want approved to be able to use your coin. Okay, so we'll approve this guy to use, let's say, we'll say 200 coins. Okay, so 200 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now hopefully this will work. So look here. Okay, look at the transaction here. It's completely different from what he asked me before. Now it's asking me give permission to access your chicken fried rice token. Okay, and if you go into you click the transaction detail, it's asking me to approve 200 chicken fried rice token to this contract. So I thought that transfer from I thought that this message sender was my wallet telling this guy, hey, transfer from my wallet to this contract. But what happened is it's not my wallet calling this token that transfer from function. It's the smart contract here. So I'll show you the approve function. What the approve function look for is the message.sender. Okay, you have to check that the message sender is you. But when it's this guy calling the approve function, it's kind of saying like, hey, approve this guy to send tokens to this guy. It just doesn't work. It's not your wallet telling the token smart contract, hey, I want to transfer and let this guy transfer some of my coins. So this message.sender is not always whoever is calling the functions here. In this case, in the case of transfer from, this message.sender, it becomes a smart contract. So that's why when I try to buy, it says no allowance. Because usually, so I'll show you right now. Okay, I'm gonna give him. So with my wallet, I go to my custom token smart contract. This is the approve function that I'm talking to you about. So you put the address of whoever you want to be able to use your coin and how much you want them to use. So we click confirm here. Okay, wait for the transaction to pass. And this allowance function, you could actually check how much allowance did you give to whatever address. So now I'll take the address of the contract. First I'll take my own address that I'll copy here. Okay, so it has been approved. So I'll put my address here, and then I'll put the address of the smart contract. Click allowance. See, now I'm allowing this guy to kind of use 200 of my coins. If you don't do this, this smart contract cannot collect payment from you, okay? So now if I go to the smart contract and I say I want 1 chicken, it's supposed to work. Yeah, you see, now it pops out, confirm. Wait for it to confirm, and then I'll get the balance of how many chicken I have, okay? It's supposed to say 1. So I create a function here, chicken balance. It's a mapping, you put an address and it tells you how much chicken you have, okay? So it approved chicken balance, you got 1 chicken, okay? So apparently this is also how the swap works. So when you go and you want to put your tokens into a swap, an exchange in the pools, it's actually not you that says, hey, I want to put my coins into this pool. It's the smart contract asking you, hey, I need permission to take your coins from your wallet and basically do whatever the hell I want with it. That's what it means. I think that's also how people get scammed. So you always have to watch whatever is popping here. You saw before when it's the approve function, the message is different. And I even tried this, okay? So you would think maybe this would work, okay? Go here, token. This token is the address of my ERC20 token, okay? So let's say you go token, approve, and then you put here, I want to approve to address that this, and then the amount, let's say 200, whatever. This also doesn't work because I hope we can see it here. If let's see if I can see it here. Okay, here it doesn't show, but I'll show you in the, hold on. So I went into the Open Zeppelin, you go into token. So when this thing wasn't working, I went to look every single code, okay? So I tapped here, let's type in approve, okay? When you call the approve function, it's looking for Msg.sender, okay? And this Msg.sender has to be the owner. So what's happening when you're calling when I'm calling this function sell chicken and it's calling this transfer from function, the Msg.sender that it receives, it's always the address of the smart contract. So when you try to make a transaction, it doesn't work. So if you want to use transfer from, you always have to approve, give permission to the smart contract to take your coins. So I used to think because I'm the one clicking here with my wallet, that Msg.sender was going to be, it's always whoever is calling with the wallet, but that's not true. If you make a function that says return Msg.sender and you click on it, it's going to return you your address, your wallet address. But if you try to use some function like transfer from, it thinks that it's the smart contract here that's calling the function. And that's kind of true. It's the smart contracts that wants your token, and it cannot just take it from you with just by you confirming the transaction. You have to give him allowance. So the smart contract of the ERC20 token keeps track of the allowance, owner and spender, and every time it wants to call the transfer from function, it checks here, hey, okay, how this is you, the owner, and this is the spender, how much are you allowing this guy to take from your wallet and to use your coin? So it took me a while to understand. I looked at so many pages and I couldn't find like one good example. I landed on this guy. So he says here Msg.sender is the sender of the message, current call. This is also what it says. I think where's the ether? Let me type Msg.sender here. So I went to, hold on, global variables, something like global variables, command line interface. Where was it? Was it ether? No, okay, no, it was not here. It was solidity. There it is. Msg.sender, sender of the message, current call. So you would think that this is like whoever's clicking like the function, right? But that's not it. So I think this guy said like Msg.sender will be the person who is currently connecting with the contract. Later on, you'll probably deal with contracts connecting with contracts, which is what I'm doing. In that case, the contract that is creating the call will be the Msg.sender. So that is why if you want to use transfer from, you always have to approve. And you cannot approve from this contract. You have to approve from the contract of your ERC20 token. I tried many times. I created I created another function that calls approve, and then I wanted to use the sell chicken function. Same thing, it doesn't work. The only way is if the owner or whoever has the tokens has to go and click use the approve function in the ERC20 token that you created. Okay guys, that's all I want to tell you in this video. In the next one, I built a front end. I don't know why it's working right now. I'm gonna fix it, and in the next video I'll show you how to. I'm not gonna rewrite all the code because it's a waste of time. Okay, you're just not gonna understand anything even if you write it everything. I'll go through the code one by one. It's very simple, and then I'll show you with the front end how to connect to your smart contracts from your website, and I'll show you exactly like all these functions in the front end. Like if you had so let's say you want to create like a shop or something and you want to collect funds from the clients, this is how you will do it. Okay, I just give an example as a chicken because I just eat some chicken fried rice. Okay, that's why my token is called chicken fried rice, guys. I just had some chicken fried rice, that's it. But it could be anything. You could put here, so in my in this project that I did, you could book like scuba diving activities. You could put anything you want here. Any product you want to sell, you could put it in the smart contract with a price. You could also create a function that adds product to your smart client, to your smart contract. But basically, I wanted to learn how a transaction works. Okay, and this transfer from, it broke my head broke my head like 2 days. I looked for everything like 2 days. I tried everything. I tried reading like all the APIs and everything. In the end, I was like, okay, I just have to try things and find out for myself. So hopefully it was helpful to you. Maybe you ran into the same I know a lot of people ran into the same problem as me, and they got the answers that the other people were giving, like it was very vague or like very stupid examples. So I showed you here what to do if you want to call transfer from. So one trick I gave to myself: when you call transfer from, it's someone else wants to use your tokens, okay? And they're not allowed to just transfer from your account to their account by just making a pop-up here and you clicking confirm, okay? You have to approve, and then they could use your token. So what I learned after that is this is how the swap exchange works. This is how when you put your coins in the liquidity pools and all that stuff, what you're doing is the liquidity pool, let's say Uniswap, is asking, hey, how many of your tokens can I use? So let's say you give them 1,000 ETC, okay? Why this is good? So when you go on Uniswap, okay? When you go on Uniswap, and let's say you put whatever coin and you wanna swap, okay? It's actually good, okay? So let's say you come here, you wanna trade some ETH, and for some whatever this is, you just click connect, you approve the transaction, and it does it right away, right? It just gives you the coin right away. The reason it can give you these coins right away is because whoever put his tokens into this pool already gave him the permission to do whatever you want, whatever the hell they want with your coin. That's why when you click connect wallet and you approve the transaction, you do swap, it transfers to your wallet right away because somebody already approved Uniswap to use their token and to do whatever the hell they want with it. So that's why the swap happens right away. If they wouldn't do it this way, let's say I wanted to swap this coin, somehow they'll have to send a message to whoever owns this coin, and the owner of this coin have to come here and say, oh, okay, you want to swap? Okay, I give you permission. I exchange you my coin, which just wouldn't work. So after 2 days of looking everywhere, at least I understood how it works. It took me some time, but hopefully, if you run into this problem, I know a lot of people ran into this problem, and the answer was answer with garbage. Hopefully you know right now how it works and you can fix your application. In the next video, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna fix this front end right now, and I'll show. I'll go to the code. It's like very beginner tutorial on how to connect to with your front end to the blockchain and then call your function. And so in this one, I create a client, an activity. You could book an activity, and then you could also, it's also show you like a message like, oh, you booked this at this date. It's gonna expire on this date. But it's the same principle. I created a faucet. I created my own ERC20 token, and it's exactly the same thing that I did here. Okay, thank you very much, guys. See you guys in the next video.